Nigerian Institute of Public Relations takes voter education to children as it commemorates Day of the African Child. Plus, Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, Calabar chapter, challenges members on entrepreneurship in one-day capacity workshop. Details in just a moment. It's a wonderful evening to have you on Nta Channel 9 News, Calabar. I am Paul Abel. Now the news in details. To end violence and other factors negating smooth electoral processes in the country, government must step up efforts in the provision of job opportunities for youths, as this will enhance the role of public relations in achieving credible elections. This message re-echoed as the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, Cross River State Chapter, commemorates 2023 International Day of the African Child. Justina Etem completes the report.
The Children's Day with the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations is to educate secondary school students on national issues, career choices, as well as celebrate the potentials of Nigerian child in commemoration of International Day of the African Child.
So the essence of the Children's Day with NIPR is to promote professionalism and excellence, to guide our young ones in secondary school in career choices, so that as they grow up to enter the university, they'll be able to know and choose professional courses that will help them to be on their own.
Being that Nigeria has recently witnessed elections characterized with certain anomalies, the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations Cross River State Chapter is adopting the Catch Them Young approach to ensure that children become advocates to achieving credible elections that will deepen democracy in the country, as advocated by stakeholders.
The leaders that we choose today will also determine how your future. So that's why it's very important that we must choose the right leaders who have children at heart.
Credible elections are those that must be participated by all qualified political parties and must be trusted by the citizens. I think I have to pronounce that word more emphatically.
You are expected to take the information back home to your parents, your big brothers and sisters, and let them know that until they learn to do the right thing, vote, and let us have credible elections. Whatever happens is their fault.
The students speak on the knowledge gained.
Okay, I learned that the change we actually desire in our nation lies on us. We all have to fulfill our responsibilities, regardless of our age, our tribe, our past experiences. That's what I learned.
With the information which have been gotten here, we can pass it down to our older ones, which can help improve the election of Nigeria as a whole.
The event featured presentation of gifts and trophies to winners of the 2023 essay competition, of which Adobe Isaac of Police Secondary School took first position. In Calabar, Justina Etem, NTA News.
During the COVID-19 era, where there were lots of restrictions and lockdown, which affected the educational sector, but a new normal was introduced, which is online teaching and learning. After that era, online classes have continued to be in vogue, as Achibong Basi takes a look at the current trend of online teaching and learning.
The COVID-19 pandemic created challenges which caused disruption in the education sector. This development led many universities to adopt online practices in a bid to make education delivery flexible and accessible to meet students' needs. Experts therefore opine that online teaching is not only necessary but urgently needed to accommodate millions of Africans desirous of further studies beyond the post-COVID-19 era.
It's more practical oriented, so it's more of skills on how to do online teaching and learning. You know, with the COVID-19 pandemic, we came to say no more classrooms, people sitting in classrooms. And now institutions needed to adjust, adopt, and adapt to new teaching and learning methods.
They say online teaching and learning has come at the right time when an institution such as the University of Calabar is making efforts to adopt the dual mode of teaching and learning while working assiduously to stabilize her education quality.
Across the world, during the COVID era, you would have noticed that students who were schooling in different countries of the world were in their home countries, and yet they were having lectures. They missed nothing. But our own universities were under lock and key. Our higher institutions, our secondary schools were all locked down because we lacked the technology, we lacked the method of teaching our students using virtual teaching and learning.
Online training stakeholders maintain will strengthen the capacity of teachers and students in Africa for global relevance. In Calabar, Achibombasi, NTA News.
Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, Calabar Chapter, a division of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, is challenging women engineers to be entrepreneurs and employers of labor. This was at a one-day capacity building for members of the association in Calabar. Bernie Archibong reports that the maiden edition of Upwind Capacity Building Program has its theme, the Engineers and Entrepreneurship.
The first edition of the capacity building to enlighten and sensitize engineers and colleagues centered on the need to be entrepreneurial in thinking as a tool for empowering young engineers. They were also encouraged to be initiators of business, make judicious use of time, as well as being creative. In a keynote address, engineers were charged with the responsibilities of embracing risk and to be innovators as well as entrepreneurs for wealth creation.
They are initiators of projects, but as an entrepreneur, when you own your own business, you own your ideas too, and you have ability as you are an entrepreneur, you manage the company, you think of the advertising the company, you think of financial aspect of the company, how that company grows.
The training has been achieved. Even outside, beside him, giving us that good feedback, the students are so excited and they are happy that even as students, they will start up something. There's nothing as good as doing a thing and you have a positive feedback where people will confess with their mouth that they have benefited from the training.
Guest speakers harped on engineers being employers of labor, a journey of learning and discovery.
So the essence of this is that you start changing your thinking. Any course that especially that is hands-on, you have to learn. It is design. Master that design.
Innovation came in, okay, let's make it like bricks. And then we carry the bricks and deceive people. Innovation. You keep, trying on new things. Develop on what has been in existence.
Participants speak.
It has changed my life, a very great impact in my life, and I'm sure that after today, what I've learned today, I'm really going to put it into practice because I've really learned a lot.
The workshop was a very, very excellent one, and it's a very encouraging one, and it has made me to know that our women are capable, Nigerian women are capable, and what they have done to groom the younger ones, especially those that are in the universities presently, prospective engineers, encouraging them to become entrepreneurs.
Currently, I've expanded my knowledge in terms of entrepreneurship and development for business ideas, and I've broadened my horizon because as I am an entrepreneur. I needed more ideas, more insights on how to go about a little things in my business.
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad for that question. I've been so thrilled by the presentations the guest speakers gave us. The amount we paid for it was way too low compared to the value we got here. I'm already thinking of so many things I can start as a student. I'm already thinking of the value I can impact in my society already. I really loved the session.
The event had question and answer sessions certificate presentations to guest speakers and participants. The Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria is 12 years old in the state. In Calabar, Benny Achibam, NTA News.
Cross River State government is waging war against a malaria infection as the state flags off the 2023 insecticide treated nest mass distribution and first round of maternal, newborn and child health week. Maureen Liajon reports that the state governor, Senator Bati Otu, represented by his deputy Peter Ode, performed the ceremony, which had the wife of the governor, Eyowan Otu, decorated as NET's ambassador.
According to World Health Organization 2022 report, 1 out of 5 deaths occur from malaria in Nigeria. 2 out of 4 persons having malaria in West African sub-region lived in Nigeria. Nigeria accounts for a quarter of the malaria burden in Africa, with over 66 million cases occurring annually, and malaria takes a lethal toll on 79% of Nigerians, especially children under 5 years of age and pregnant women. And in Cross River State, the prevalence of malaria appears to be on the increase, demonstrating the need for increased interventions. And so, the official integrated flag-off of the 2023 Free Insecticide Treated Net Mass campaign and first round of Maternal, Newborn and Child Health Week, organized by the Cross River State government in collaboration with National Malaria Elimination Program and partners, is said to be a sure way of kicking out malaria from Cross River State.
But I think it's about time we will be sending an official law to the Cross River State House of Assembly to make it an offense for this net to be used for any other purpose in Cross River State. This net has proven to be one of the most effective tools in malaria prevention, providing physical barrier against disease-carrying mosquitoes.
The wife of the Cross River State Governor, Eyowan Otu, who is being decorated as net ambassador, stated the state's readiness to ensure the net are put to judicious use by ensuring people sleep inside a properly hung net every night has the most cost-effective ways to prevent malaria.
Malaria, as we know, is a life-threatening disease caused by parasites that is transmitted to people through the bites of infected female Anopheles mosquitoes, has remained the most cost-effective and easily deployed method for malaria prevention, resulting in significant reduction in malaria-related deaths and disability over the years. The distribution of these nets in Cross River State will ensure universal coverage of the populace in the state.
Partners and other stakeholders say the over 2.79 million insecticides treated nets for distribution to various households in the state, put at the cost of $11,189,400 is expected to eliminate malaria burden in Cross River State to the attainment of universal health coverage in the country. In Calabar, Maureen Liajon, NTA News.
As the rains commence in earnest, communities around gully erosion-prone areas will become apprehensive due to fear of erosion catching up with them. This is the fate of Esikutu community in Calabar municipality as residents appeal to government for quick intervention. Correspondent Maureen Liajon, who visited the area, completes the report.
Esikutu community is one of the fastest growing suburbs in Calabar with an estimated population of about 20,000 people. The community houses a lot of federal government facilities, including the Nigerian Television Authority, the Secretariat of National Youth Service Corps, the Niger Delta Development Office, Calabar, among others. This is a retired civil servant who is in his early 70s. For fear of the gully submerging his house, has already developed health conditions arising from the trauma.
If the government does not come to my aid, it means I will be helpless, homeless.
If this situation continues like this and is not checked until another season, definitely we are going to lose the whole of this place.
This is another dangerous gully erosion in Esikutu. This gully erosion
is less than 10 kilometers away from residential housing. We can also see that there's been some sort of intervention work possibly by the community and residents, but the job seemed to fail.
Trying to use the local methods, trying to control erosion, not to cut off the community out of the wall.
The greatest fear of these residents now is that the next rainy season may be disastrous, and they are sending a safe as soul message to the relevant government authorities. Efforts to speak with the Nigeria Ecological and Watershed Management Project NEWMAP was unsuccessful. In Calabar, Maureen Leo Ajom, NTA News.
That has been the news trending on our bulletin tonight. Don't forget to join us for full and detailed package every day on Nta Channel 9 Calabar News at 7. On behalf of the entire crew, I am Paul Abel. Good night.